Then I walk up in the church with my old self. Just somebody just dragged me in there because I got about a half a year left to give God my life. It's funny how he doesn't give you an exact date so that you can properly prepare. If I told you a date, you would not prepare, right? So I tell you, I don't know, but I do know, but you don't know. So that means every day I must be on my guard. It's funny here because in this we saw some things distinguished between the two. It's awesome now because in his teaching we saw some drama to some. We saw romance to others. We see a warning here. Information of prophetic significance. But then we also see daily devotion. We see all that's drawn from here. All that's drawn for here. Now, before we can properly prepare, good God Almighty, saints, I knew that God had this word for us today, and somebody here is going to need this. It's funny here because now, in order for me to properly prepare Deacon Thomas, there's some things that need to be made known. In verse 1, there is a bridegroom and he's coming, that's known. Okay, because you don't just tell me something and don't give me facts. Why, when, where, and how. What he does here, he makes known first so that you can properly prepare. He starts off in verse 1, the bridegroom. There is a bridegroom and he's coming. That was known first. He's coming. It's a bridegroom and he's coming. You better see that first. Because now it distinguished the two parties based on what's made known. You can't read the rest. Don't go to step B and say, why was they fools? Because there were some things made known in step A. Are y'all with me? And so here now, it's funny because he made it known first to his disciples, the bridegroom. There is a bridegroom, verse 1, and he's coming back. That was made known. Now, what was unknown was the exact timing. What was known was we're all about to approach a burnout. Because when lamps go out, they call it a burnout. Okay, stay with me. I'm trying to work this thing. It's funny because what's made known is there is a bridegroom. Yes, we know that. And he is coming. Yes, we know that. What we don't know is the timing. But I can attack the unknown with what I know. There is a bridegroom and he's coming. One thing else that's known is these lamps are not going to last forever. And now if I don't know when he's coming, I have to make sure I properly prepare for the unknown with what is, y'all better stay with me, with what is made known here. And so he's coming here. He's going to approach now. But we're on our way to a burnout. So what caused the 5 wise to endure was the faith in knowing what was known. Okay, all right, let me say this so that you know where I'm at. It was custom in that day. That the man, sometimes in that, well, early on, when they were growing up, Deacon Obu, the mother and father would determine who you're going to marry. Thank God we don't work that way anymore. And so and they'll gather up in the betroth, and they'll come together. And so now the father of the groom will go to the bride and her father's house, and now they'll make agreement and vows that I want to marry your daughter. Are y'all with me here? And so here now, they make ready for this. And so now the groom leaves the bride's house and the father. Because the father say, when you want to read it in history, he says this: don't come here if you ain't got nothing. Because this ain't going to go anywhere. Okay, now, he goes with his father to meet her and her father and say, I want to marry your daughter. They make an agreement Now there's a period of time where the groom says, I will be back. I'm going back to my father's house. It's history. And I'm going to build a house. Then I'm coming back to get you. Now, I don't want to bring you to what I don't have. That's why I go away to prepare a place. That where I am, y'all ain't getting this one. So here now, he promised the father, I will be back. And so within the week now, they are knowing that she's going to marry. So now they set up, they're excited. So within the week here now, she picks her bridesmaids. So the bridesmaids now waiting by the house because the groom already made the vow. He's coming back. Now it's up to the bridesmaids to properly prepare because we don't know exactly. Okay, the groom normally will come around the even nighttime, but no one will know exactly when he's coming. All they know, they'll hear a cry, and if you're not prepared, you're just going to miss out. How many blessings have came and gone because you were not properly prepared? Are y'all with me? He already told you what he's going to do. And so here you are, got just enough for today. And then he comes and he goes. And here you are, wondering what happened to the party. Why is everybody excited and shouting? Y'all didn't get that one. You won't get it. So now he tells the father, I'll be right back. He goes and prepared the house. Now, nobody knows but him and his father, because he's at his father's house, when he's finished the house. Now he says, it's ready. Now let's go get my bride. Now the bridesmaids will be standing around the house with their lamps and ready. Ready when? Don't know. But what you know, the bridegroom is coming. Are y'all with me? And he sets up and they are set up for whatever comes. He may come tonight. I'm ready for that. I may have an unknown. I'm ready for that. Something may be good and then it may go south. I'm ready for that. How can you be so ready? It was made known to me for the... Okay, write this down. Write this point down. Write this point down. You can shout. Don't worry. Nobody gonna think you strange. Go ahead and shout. I want you to write this down. This point down here. Well, will the situation find me without and worried? You have to ask yourself this before we can see prophetically what God has said about his return. We can pull life application along with the teachings of God. Now, the question would be here, will the situation find me without, and will it find me worried? Okay, let's look at verse 6. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. In other words, in verse 6, the meet was, another translation definition is to go out and greet him. Now, I'm excited because I'm prepared. Some of us don't want to greet God because we're not prepared. This is why you're shy in church, because you know you wasn't properly prepared. They said, you know, the one that you know that said he was going to come, he's here. Go out and meet him. Wait a minute. He didn't tell me no time. He didn't tell me he was going to bless me right now. He didn't tell me this was going to happen to me right now. Go out and meet him. You should have been prepared. Look at verse 8. See, when God bless me, I'm not surprised. When I go through a valley, I'm not surprised. Verse 8. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil, for our lamps are gone out. Verse 9. But the wise answered, not being stingy, not so. lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them if you could find somebody open at midnight. Because you can't get mad at me because you wasn't properly. Some people get mad at you because you smiling through your storm, but you can't get mad at me because I properly. Listen. Oh, I'm going to work it out. Many are not prepared for midnight cries. Many are not prepared for midnight cries. Okay? Let's put some application here. The lamp can represent the initial faith. The oil is the work that's added to the initial faith. So we have to choose whether or not we will be ready. But the initial faith was having the lamp. Okay. Now, the works to the initial faith is having the oil. y'all don't get this. This gonna get it. Now, the funny thing is, at the midnight cries, many will flicker at the wrong times because of lack of supply. Have you ever seen a saint of the Most High God start to flicker when they go through something and you want to know how much oil that you got? I know what I'm talking about. Oh, I have some flicker friends, you know. Flicker. Go through something, they just start flicking. Man, you better do something. That light's about to go out. That's a sign of a lack of supply. The initial faith was the lamp. But the works added to the initial faith is the oil. Because I don't know when it's going to happen. Well, why do you got so much prayer? I don't know when it's going to happen. So why are you praising like you do? Because I don't know when it's going to. Okay. I'm trying to work this thing. Now, what you have to understand here is this, that the lamps were personal property. So, what good is it to have physical resources to endure the challenges, but not spiritually prepared? Because the lamps were personal property. So what good would it be to have the resources and not the oil? What good is it to come to church healthy and not use the oil? Oh, I know the initial faith, you hear. But we don't know what's going to happen when we get here. The question is, am I going to flicker or do I have enough oil? Somebody going in and out right about now. Okay, now. It's funny because here, all 10 had, listen, saints, all 10 had the resources. All 10 had the initial faith. Because all 10 were there with the resources. But not all 10 were prepared. Oh, God. Some things you cannot borrow. In other words, you can't borrow my faith. You go back to work tomorrow, somebody gonna say, give me a good word. I'm gonna give you a good word. But can I tell you something? You can't live off my faith. Some things you just can't borrow. It's personal property. Am I talking to somebody? It's personal property. It's personal property. So now check this out. Check this out. The foolish trim their lamps. Now this is funny. Look at verse 7. The crowd went out. Then all in the Greek, all means all. All. those virgins, all 10 of them, arose and trimmed their lamps. Now, the 5 foolish was going through the motions. We call that external performance. How do you know that? Because when it was time to fill the oil, how many people in church with external performance? Making it look like I'm just like you. I'm going that we're going to make it. We're going to get through. Well, baby, when the burnout comes, let's just see who's going to stand. You would have been fooled if all you read was verse 7. Because all of them got up as if they had oil. And church folk know how to act church. But not everybody dancing is dancing for the right reasons. Not everybody shouting is shouting for the right reasons. I shout because I give God the... All of them trimmed it. But what are you trimming? External performance. I would rather have a church with people who have extra oil than those who are trying to borrow oil from somebody else. If it's nothing but 5 of us, guess what, baby? When the midnight cry comes, we got enough oil to make it. But sometimes you can get to a situation where you don't need nobody else to borrow. I just need you to put up or shut up. Point 2. I got a church to shepherd and a God to glorify. Point 2. Will the situation, the first one was, will the situation find me without a worry? Because unknowns are coming. But now, what is it that you do know? Now, when the unknown comes, will it find you without and worry? Because they said, give us some oil because the bridegroom is coming. That's key. Now, will the situation that you go through find you worrying and without? Okay, now, point 2. Will the situation find me ready and waiting? Okay, will it find me ready and waiting? Listen, you don't know what may come. You don't know what tomorrow brings. But I ain't asked you that. I'm asking you what you do know. I know he holds tomorrow. Y'all understand that? I know if he can feed a bird, surely his righteous won't be forsaken, nor his seed begging. I know some things. I may not know the exact time I'm going to get hit, but I do know he's my shield and buckler. I know I can hide at him like a pavilion. I know that. I may not know how long I'm going to be here, but I do know if I have to go through the fire, he'll walk in the fire where I know that. I don't have to know everything. I know the greatest thing. Okay. All right. Check this out. I'm going to let you go, I promise. 5 wives carried extra oil beyond what they had. So when they were about to burn out, they could pause, recharge their lamps. Now, the reason why there's daily devotion, daily prayer, Bible study, Sunday service, because I'm going to reach a burnout. The question is, when I'm going to reach the burnout, do I have enough? Oh, okay. You got to notice. Notice that when the 5 wise was reaching the same burnout as the foolish, they didn't worry. They got, if I can stay prayed up and enough word up and give God praise and glory in all I do, when I reach my burnout, I can use the prayer and the praise. I ain't getting that. Okay. Okay. All right. God tarries for a purpose. I want you to write this down. God tarries for a purpose. Listen, I promise you, everything that's preached off this pulpit to hear the word Bible Church, someone's going to have to experience, because I believe the word of God, and God's word do not fall on fertile ground. Somebody's going to need what I'm saying. And so you better come every Sunday, every Wednesday with your ears open, because you asked him to talk to you and he's talking. I said, Lord, speak, for thy servant heareth. Now, are you ready? I'm ready. Whatever you got to say, put me in position. And so he speaks. He speaks now. And so now God tarries for a purpose. I want you to write this thing down. 1, 2, 3, 4 things down. God tarries for a purpose. The Lord tarries to exercise our patience. He tarries to exercise our patience. If I showed up every time you needed me, you ain't going to ever get any patience. It's not going to work like that. So sometimes the Lord will tarry to exercise our patience. Can I tell you something else? Can I tell you a little insight? If he showed up right when they said the bridegroom is going to come, and he showed up that same day, I'm the bridegroom, I'm coming, I'm here, the 5 foolish and 5 wise, it would be hard to distinguish them. So he waits a little while, because everybody want to play church and everybody want to play holy. But what's going to happen when I don't show up? Half of them leave the church. Half of them don't want to pray anymore. That's the foolish and that's the wise. It takes a wise person to know he may take his time, but it will be on time. Okay. God tarries for a purpose. The Lord tarries to exercise our patience. He tarries to exercise our patience. 2, the Lord tarries to arouse our desires after him. Now, when the bridegroom didn't show up, it aroused the desires of the bridesmaids. The bridesmaids was waiting around the house of the bride. Now, they were just as excited about the bridegroom because they're being part of the festival. And so now it aroused their desire. They can't wait. They can't wait. The bridegroom's coming. We know he's coming. We don't know when, but we're excited because we know he's coming. So now God tarries, the Lord tarries to arouse our desires after him. Have you noticed? When you don't get the answer yet, you want to go after him more. You haven't got an answer yet, you want to go after him more. I'm thirsting and hungering after righteousness, because I know what I know, for they shall be filled. I said, Lord, is it possible, Trusty Brown, to eat your words, to swallow it up? Is it possible? Because I want to just eat you all up. Because if the more I know, it'll help me with what I don't know. Can I just eat it? Sometimes I look at the verses, I wish I could just eat it. It's like sweet honey on a... Okay, now he tarries. He tarries to arouse our desires after him. Number 3, the Lord tarries to gather his elect. You notice he tarries to gather his elect. I'm going to show you something real quick here. He tarries to arouse your desire. Not everybody comes out when it says it's going to snow. We only come out when it's going to be sunny. Y'all better stay with me. I might as well read the church. I'm here. I'm the pastor. I can read. I can read here. I'll come down your aisle and find what's in your pocketbook. Every time. Just moody. How many moody folk? He tarries so that he can gather his elect. Every day I'm in God's house, he's going to bring something to the table. He tarries sometime to gather his elect. If I got to catch 2 buses, ride a skateboard, and get on somebody's back, I was glad when they said unto me, the Lord tarries to gather his elect. You ain't over that much. Okay, one last thing here. The Lord tarries to accomplish his Father's purpose. He tarries to accomplish his Father's purpose. While the bridegroom was building the home, he could not leave the house undone. Because why would you go get your bride and bring her to an undone house? So Jesus said, it's finished on earth. Now I go to prepare a place that where I am, you will be here also. I'm coming to get you. When are you coming? You don't need to know that, because then you'll be doing that false preparation. Just know I'm coming. How many of us been living our day looking to the sky, say it could be today, and I don't want him to catch me with my work undone. It could be this next minute. Do I got enough time to fuss with you and give God praise? No. It could happen this next moment. Do I got enough time to have an attitude and worship God? No. I'm preparing for the coming of the... Look at somebody, say the bridegroom is coming. Last point, point three. Point three. Point three. Point three, write this down. Make his service your delight. The bridesmaids were excited, and they are not the ones getting married, but just being part of the service. You may not be singing on the praise team. You may not be preaching. You may not be teaching, but just to be in the number is a... I'm going to show y'all something. Look at verse 10. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something. Look at verse 10. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came. And they that were ready went in. You're going to see it. They went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. While some, during the midnight cry, fell back, the wives went in. Y'all ain't get that. Y'all, you're going to get this now. Now, I stay worship up, stay prayed up, stay praised up. So when he comes, while the other one's trying to gather themselves together, I'm going in. Because there are some after trying to get themselves together, worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow, worrying about what they're going to eat today, worrying about who's going to deal with them in the next week, worrying about all that. I've already went in. While they went to go buy some oil at midnight. How are you going to worship God with everything on your mind? And while you trying to decipher that, I'm going in. Look at somebody tell them I'm going in. They were more fools thinking they could buy oil at the last minute. Some situations will happen at the last minute. And you ain't got time to call pastor. You ain't got time to call your intercessor. You got to make sure you got enough oil at midnight to say, Lord, it's me in the need. You can be a fool doing any and everything and thinking at the last minute you're going to buy oil at midnight. And the wise said it. If I give you my prayer, my faith, my trust, there won't be none for you or me. Fool, go buy your own. You knew the bridegroom. Peter said, arm yourself likewise. If Christ suffered, get your extra oil and wait and get ready. I noticed something. Nigga, Agbu, I don't need a lot of oil on the mountain. It's in the dark valleys. I want to make sure that when I'm about to reach burnout, I can gather what I know about God because I just talked to him last night. When the midnight cry happened, the fools fell back and the wise went in. Every opportunity you have, take the time to fill your lamp. And then take extra oil